So Goliath was actually shot during the hunting season, and they didn't know him. They didn't know it was
But
Goliath.
all these deer would end up miles and miles and miles from the winter range. I mean, so how would you ever? You could see him on the winter range. You never know where he went.
Yeah. So it's okay. Okay, I'm going to start with
Break it
Popeye.
down for a Texan.
Yeah. Okay. So Popeye.
Yeah.
Which is probably the most famous of them all. He's not my favorite deer. My favorite deer is Morty, and I'll tell you a story about that. But Popeye was probably the most famous deer. He's 42 inches wide. And he would show up on the winter range and drop antlers. And I know the guy that has 3 years of him, 3 years of his antlers, found him every year. But he was found.
He was shed hunting before it was cool.
Oh yeah, oh yeah. So he was found in the summer. In the photo of this is on the cover of my dad's High Country Mule Deer book. He's found in the summer in velvet, and the guy that took a photo of him is from Virginia, and he knew what he found. Him and his kid were camping. He drew the tag, and they went up there in August. And they went camping, and they were just scouting. And he bumps into Popeye, and bumps into him. Back then, there was no telephone lens or anything. It was just a crappy camera, and he tock a photo of him at 80 yards. He goes back in there because he's like, "Oh my gosh, I'm going to take this." Goes back in there in September. Buck's gone. Can't find him. And then he shows back up on the winter range. But where he was summering to where he was wintering was almost 190 miles over 2 mountain ranges and 2 major rivers. We did a film called Imperiled, and what it was is this data that these deer now are collared and stuff, and they took that and then some of this historic stuff. And my brother and I'm a pilot, and so my brother and I, a camera gal, flew from where he summered, and we flew the mountain ranges and the rivers to where he wintered. It's insane. And I'm not talking little mountain ranges. He went up 12,000 foot peaks.
Oh, wow.
And he did it from September, and he would show up on the winter range in late November, early December, and they would breed those does on the winter range. And there's a deer they've collared that went 300 miles from her summer range to her winter range. 300 miles. Isn't that crazy?
Yeah.
So that's him, and he was never found. He left the winter range, I think, in '96, and they never found him again. Never came back. He died at some point, probably in a snowstorm on the way back to Sunrise. Morty, which is my favorite deer, because he was just a badass. He was, even when he dropped his antlers, he'd beat on other bucks, beat them up. But they found him in the winter, but they never could figure out where he summered. Never did figure out. He died of old age as well. And then Goliath, the one you were talking about.
Did someone find him?
Wow. No, they found the sheds, obviously, but
never found the dead head of either of those two.
No, because I think they died on their way back to wherever they were summering. And this is vast country. This is wilderness. Man.
Yeah,
this is crazy.
Yeah.
So Goliath, the buck that you're talking about, they found him on the winter range, and then a group of guys found him 2 years in a row during hunting season. They missed him the first year, and then they ended up killing him the second year. He was actually smaller the year that they killed him. Yeah,
but they did find it. They shot him and recovered it.
Oh yeah,
okay.
Yeah. There's a guy that has them out.
Yeah. Yep. Okay. The legends.
They call them the living legends.
And I mean, Eastman was already on the map, but that kind of skyrocketed.
It did. I think what it did is, it gives guys hope, and that's what I'm hoping to do here with sharing this 270 deer and this one that's got to be 280. It's giving guys hope. They still exist, man. They're still there. You're saying there's a chance, and I think having that photo of Popeye in the summer, it's every one of those guys' dreams. I found Popeye. I found him in where he's going to be when the opener starts. It wasn't.
Right. There's hope there.
There is hope.
Yeah.